collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in Gemini to new moon in Capricorn, December 2022. That is a mouthful. And I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials, MAL. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive. I am the president of Drawing the Circle Productions, Incorporated since 1998, 24 and a half years in service at the time of this recording. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It is available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box, and you can preview it for free if you like. Just click the link and see what's in there. I'm also a creator on Patreon. I gotta remember to duck my head because there it is, patreon.com/Drawing the Circle, a wonderful members only subscription platform for creative types like myself, mystical artist that I am. Right now, we have been on Patreon Drawing the Circle for a year, and I've loved it so much. We now have 8 levels of subscription. We got Seeker, Human Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic, God Goddess. God Goddess is one tier. They are the top tier. They get everything. But you know, all of my subscribers get to see me every morning with an unlisted YouTube live stream link, so they can chat with me. I do it over on the couch, usually in a bathrobe with a cup of coffee, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, and with a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And it is my favorite way to start the day. Well, I have coffee first, obviously. As well as all of my patrons get all the extended readings, the part 2s, right? Part 1 on YouTube. You can get part 2 on Vimeo on demand, and I love Vimeo on demand. But all of my subscribers, regardless of subscription level, get those. The past, the present, and into the future, as long as they say subscribed. But there's a lot of stuff going on there over there. So go click the link and check it out. I'm offering a lot, and offering a lot of support for the holiday season, if you hear me. And we're probably going to do a drunk tarot party. I don't do them that often, but when I do, we have a really good time doing it. Zoom recorded, so if they miss it, they can watch it later, but we're doing classes and workshops and hangouts and all sorts of stuff. So if you want a deeper experience, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. I am, after all, the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. Just call me Mal. Wait till the books come out, then people go, oh, that's why he's the Archangel of Lyons. Regardless, let's get down to biz. If you're new to my channel, an 8-card draw, it's very simple. 1 card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, in this case, a waning moon timeline, from full to new, the releasing, the alchemy from lead to gold, symbolically speaking, right? The surrender, the letting go, the clearing the field so you can plant a nice healthy seed at the new moon in Capricorn. Let's look at the 2-week timeline. Full moon in Gemini, Wednesday, December 7th. Now, just that it's Gemini moon ruled by Mercury on Wednesday, Mercury's day, that's going to be a very interesting, communicative, 3rd house-based full moon, and that is on December 7th, 11:08 p.m. Eastern. I am in New York. Then, the 21st, just to say, of December is Yule, winter solstice, 1st day of Capricorn. And then, of course, 2 days later, December 23rd, yep, right before Christmas Eve, we have ourselves a new moon on a Friday in Capricorn. But Chiron also, I believe, goes direct that day in Aries of all things. So it's going to be a lot. I'm going to think this shadow, particularly since Aries, your sign, is the child, so we could all be going through some healing, Chiron going direct of inner child stuff, etc. We'll see what shows up in the reads, but that new moon on Friday is December 23rd, is at 5:17 a.m. So you get to wake up in that. So really clear the slate for these 2 weeks and really get ready. And I'll have the 5-card draws out for the new moon reads. Those are really my favorites. But these are a way more fun, a deeper, darker, delicious fun. Because before these cards hit the table, only 8 of them, I will say this. If you are a cross watcher and you are applying this to yourself, you will be doing the shadow work. There are links in the description box on shadow work and mirror work and all that stuff. Just go Shadow Effect featuring Debbie Ford, a brilliant documentary. Check that out. But if you do this, you are shifting not just yourself to a more golden rather than leaded timeline, more blessed than cursed, pick your language, healthier rather than toxic. You will be doing that not just for yourself, but the one you are cross-watching for, Aries. Obviously, you do this for yourself. Not only will you be doing this for yourself, but for the entire Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, because that's how holographic reality works. UNITY. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, and by all means check your other signs. Because we all have different stuff to clear and clean and release. Alchemize from lead to gold. 3 atoms difference between lead and gold. That's why we'll be using the whispers of Lord Ganesh. Ganesha, the elephant-headed Hindu god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles to help us. And our last card down will be the hidden blessing. The gold hidden within that lead. Should we just do our best with the shadow work, the releasing, the blah, blah, blah. Cool. Let's do this. And I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace to make this world a better place. If we can. Reach out and touch somebody's hand, please, with permission. Please take a nice deep breath. Let's have fun, if we can. Still point. And here we go. Using the Carolinians archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading, please, what is the dominant 8th chakra archetype hanging out over their heads, sending down the codes to the rest of the chakras, shifting their electromagnetic fields, what they attract, what they repel, so they will no longer delay what cannot be prevented in the shadow work, the letting go, the releasing for this full moon in Gemini, for this, come on, this full to new December 2022. It felt like 2. It was just like 1, and you got the Hermit archetype, your Hermit. The Hermit archetype, one of my favorites. Keep in mind, you can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So you could Hermit for a week, that's for a reason. Hermit for a couple of years, hello, that's a season. But from womb to tomb, birth to death, your entire life, that's a lifetime. There are 9 different families of archetypes. This is the Wisdom family archetype, and I love and cherish the Hermit archetype so much. The shadow attribute is the lead, right? The stuff you don't want to look at, don't want to deal with. Stick it in the shadow, great. It pops up in the world in some heinous way. The light is what you're shooting for. It's just a question of letting go of those 3 symbolic atoms between lead and gold on the periodic table. So the shadow withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others. I am a Virgo. It does happen. Refusing to help those in need, though, that never happens. I am a Virgo. So both sides there. But let's check out the light, the gold. Seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. It is exactly how I get away with doing this every day, right? Totally re-energizing myself, pulling back. I am a Sigma empath, like I thought with a Pisces moon. Being an empath was enough. No, gotta be a Sigma empath. I just learned that like a month ago. Total game changer. Look it up. Not kidding. So lovely. I love the Hermit archetype. So let's look at the next 4 chakras under that with 1 card from the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. The next 2 decks are Tarot. This will be Heart, Throat, Third Eye, Crown. This will be the lower 3 chakras, Root, Sacrum, Solar Plexus, the feminine, the masculine, the yin, the yang. Because particularly Heart, Throat, Third Eye, Crown, third chakra is choices and decisions. So it is of your own free will to deal with this or not, to heal it or not. But that's the difference between fate, suffering your fate, and manifesting your destiny. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my goddesses of fire, the sign of Aries, powers of the south, please, beloved warrior, goddesses, Amazons all, for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, goddesses of cardinal fire, please, 1 card in clarity from the Daughters of the Moon Tarot for the internal, the feminine energy, the psychological world, spiritual, mental, will, and emotional power for the Aries. And the cross-watchers, this full to new, December 2022, you got the Sun card, Amaterasu. When there's only 1 tarot card per thing, right, and we're only using 2, then this is all 4 chakras at once. Like if it was air, it would probably be third eye or throat, or water, most likely be heart. Here we're looking at spirit. We are looking at a place inside of yourself, an archetypal place that you are in right now of great healing and great light. So if you're dealing with this stuff on the outer, driving you inner, it's okay. The shadow, the shadow attribute calling you inner, you can really heal this, and things will be brought out. I mean, Course in Miracles. I'm a student and a teacher of Course in Miracles, have been for decades. Do not bring light to your shadows, bring shadows to your light. In other words, don't try and figure out, right, and where this came from in what lifetime, and oh, I must have stepped on an ant in a past life, that's why I can't pay my bills. I mean, I've heard shit like that as a spiritual counselor, a minister. I'm retired, but certainly as a reader and a witch, absolutely I have. This is more like, all right, I'm going to bring my light into my shadows. I'm just going to look at them and feel them, let them process through me, bring them out into the light of day. Love it, love it. And again, it's been said ad nauseum that whenever the sun card shows up in a spread, it lightens every other vibe in the spread. So, not bad. A hermit going in to sunbathe. Dig it. Let's look at them lower 3 chakras. These might be a little trickier because this is in the physical world, right? This is relationships in the physical world, lower 3 chakras. Let's just see what comes out of my mouth in the prayer. Hopefully that will explain, or if you've watched my other videos doing this, you know what they are. Breathe. Still point. As I call upon my gods of fire, sign of Aries, powers of the south, please, beloved gods, again, most likely warriors, most of you all cardinal fire, but creators, initiators, beginners, beginning things, meaning 1 card in clarity for the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What do they need to be aware of? Lower 3 chakra dynamic, masculine energy, looking at them from the outside, them from the inside, looking out at people, places, and things. Solar plexus, their personal power, their self-esteem as a verb, their self-image as a noun, their honor code, what they will, what they won't, what they do, what they don't, their boundaries and all of that. 2nd chakra, one-on-one relationships, money, sex, power, relationship to another person or thing. Root chakra, tribes, the physical body, groups of people, 3 or more, they're connected from humanity to their circle of friends. That's a tribe. What do you got for them? My beloved gods of cardinal fire. This full to new, December 2022. 6 of Cups. Is somebody coming back into your life from the past? Well, if a hermit, if it's true, and then a hermit, you're trying to get away from it, one would think. But this is probably more about emotional reflection. I mean, it's really hard to do shadow work with not reflecting on your emotions. Now, do you have to go back and tweeze out every sin, error, right, mistake you've made? No, not at all. You got to feel it to heal it. But if you are an empath, keep in mind, you may very well be feeling other people in the same place, whether you know them or not. Again, Course in Miracles says, and this is probably an amalgamation of the first chapter, the 50 Principles of Miracles. Miracle is never wasted. It affects people in situations of which you have no idea. That is true. You know, you just have to kind of bring your love to this. And yes, if someone has come back into your life from the past, as 6 of Cups can be about, or it's a past life thing, we still got 4 more cards to hit 5 more cards to hit the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So we'll go deeper into that for sure, Z's. This is why I do private readings. People are like, I want to know who that is. And then we go in, because I can't ask you questions that you can answer in the time that I'm recording this. But with that sun, this could be very much somebody who kind of already has their healing journey, at least at this point, really clear, really applying it, and really looking at things and maybe seeing things differently, right? The Hermit does that. It is a wisdom family archetype. Now that you perhaps have found the emotional balance in the outside world with this, you had to go through the 5, the upset, the disappointment, the emotional cup spilling. So now 6s are numbers of balance. There may be some wistfulness, there may be some regret, but this is what needs to be healed. All right. Let's get you a MacPon Healing Mantra card. You know, if it's me, I'm going to be... I always put one of these in the reads. My clients that have ended up buying the deck, they're very helpful if you work it. A mantra to help align that chakra dynamic. Please take a nice deep breath. This feels actually really good in the heart. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of Wisdom for that wisdom family archetype of the Hermit in the 8th for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the Hermit from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, Sun on the inner and 6 of Cups on the outer this full to new December 2022. Illuminating the truth. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. So no matter what I thought was going on before, no matter what I want to have happen here, this is my clairvoyant mantra. I do this one silently a lot. I am willing, throat chakra, to see things clearly no matter the outcome. Talk about a surrendering mantra there. Now you don't have the Hangman, that would really highlight that, but this is more about emotional reflection. You know, when things happen and we get angry or we get sad or whatever, we're seeing through a lens darkly. There, I just gave you New Testament, for which I think that's pretty brave. Right? And so then the nervous system processes it and you do your healing. Oh, Carrie Fisher, Ascended Master Carrie Fisher. Something in life happens and it's tragic or it's horrible or it's frustrating and it's just the worst, and then time goes by and then sometimes you can look back and you see the funny. Location, location, location. Wishful drinking might as well be gospel. Great book. I love her. And she's one of mine or I'm one of hers. So being willing to see things clearly here, very, very, very important to do, because it's okay if you didn't see it clearly before. Lots of people are believing things that aren't true and making rash decisions, but they're coming from wrath. They're coming from one of the 7 deadly sins, not necessarily one of the holy graces. Let's take a look at illuminating the truth. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome, Lord and Lady Fandadanda. When the truth is illuminated, you're no longer willing to settle for opinions, but instead yearn for a direct reflection that can shift fear and apprehension to higher vibrations of acceptance. That is the alchemy we are talking about here, and you have the Sun, a card of bringing things out into the light of day, into truth, but within yourself. In the illumination of truth, it doesn't matter how much life gets inconvenienced or disrupted. Instead, the recognition of fact versus falsehood allows you to move past the shattering of expectations to commune with a reality beyond your horizon of your ingrained ideas. And it's not your fault you have ingrained ideas. You grew up as a human on planet Earth, right? Everybody does. Ancestral patterns, societal patterns, what you learned in school, the schoolyard, dating, relationships, all that stuff, ingrained ideas. But you have the opportunity to see past them, right? If you only believe that you're only happy when it rains, which is a lot of garbage. Some people will get that reference, some people won't. I'm okay with it, right? Then you're only going to be happy when it rains, right? But I'm willing to see things clearly. I can see clearly now. Lorraine is gone. Lorraine, who? I love this. This mantra is ideal for recovering from betrayal and who had negative judgments towards people in society, perhaps. Healing abandonment, and it is the child archetype. So, you know, the abandoned child is part of the wounded child schemata of archetype, and dealing with distrust. Well, maybe perhaps there was an emotional situation that you are reflecting on and seeing it more clearly, and maybe you didn't see it clearly. Maybe you were looking through a glass darkly. It happens to everybody, but what better than the Hermit, right? Seek solitude to focus intently on inner life and serve personal creativity. So you could even see this as you in some sort of emotional healing vibe for yourself, turning inward and reflecting. Mirror work. Magic or otherwise. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the most beautiful other than RuPaul? Let's go, darlings. We're now comes the party turner, the turner of the party, the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angelo Hartfield. We're also using her Whispers of Lord Ganesh to help remove these obstacles. But this is the deck that has the romance card and the true love card and all of that. Your higher selves and the higher selves of all involved. If other people are involved in this, their higher selves have a say. But this might be all within you too. You know, this might not involve anybody else. Please take a nice deep breath. By the way, I have ocean sounds playing in the background if you're wondering what that is. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, the piece of information, inspiration, insight, guidance, and grace they need to alchemize the Hermit in the 8th, Sun on the inner, 6 of Cups on the outer, illuminating the truth. This full to new December 2022. Union of Hearts. Doesn't necessarily immediately make it romantic, but it doesn't take it off the table. There is a connection of love here that defies explanation. Yeah, that's fun for Aries and Virgos. We want to know why. And other signs too, obviously. So a union of hearts. There is a contract in play here. Don't try and understand it intellectually. It's the element of air that seems to be the thing, right? Be willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. Bring that sun into the third eye. Burn off some of that stuff in there. Do the alchemy. It's probably not going to be pleasant at first. Otherwise, it wouldn't be shadow work. It would be called fun. Maybe it's some kind of fun, you know, Scorpios maybe. But a union of hearts, don't try and figure this out. Just know that whatever you went through here, this is definitely with another person. Could be lover, could be friend, could be frenemy, could be family member, but it does feel like a one-on-one, a second chakra deal there. So really feel what you're feeling there and just check in. It's like, is what I'm feeling about this true? Is it true? Oh, The Work by Byron Katie, Byronkatie. Check her out. She's amazing. It's a she. I know the name's Byron, but check her out, right? The 4 questions. Is it true? Can I be absolutely sure it's true? What am I like when I think that thought? What would I be like if I never thought that thought? And then there's a thing called a reversal, but that's too much to talk about. I should put her links in the description box. Maybe I will, if I can remember. But certainly there's an opportunity here for healing, right? Is this me? Is this them? Did this really happen? Is this ancestral patterning? Am I empathing somebody? There's a lot. And honestly, it doesn't matter. You don't need to know the reason, right? The explanation. Just go, oh, this is for me to heal. Ho'oponopono, energy tap, EFT, anything. But honestly, I feel like with the sun card within, whatever you choose, as long as you do it willingly and with the clearest mind and open, illuminating the truth, right? You're really willing to do that, throat chakra. You have a real lovely ability to heal and maybe, reunite with this person in some way, shape, or form, or clear the contract and bring in the next contract. That's what shadow work does. Why don't we have commercials for shadow work? Do it now. Talk about a Black Friday sale. Okay, if you're going to do the shadow work, call in your spirit animals and totems. Your spirit animals are the spirits of individual animals, like how many dogs played Lassie, that's how many spirit animals of Lassie there are, but the totem of the dog is the sum total of the spirit and soul vibration of canines. Not counting wolves, they have their own gig. The Divine Animals Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Just going to read it from the bookie book a little bit. The first part, the verbal description, and the magical application if you are so interested. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. as I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, please, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, giving them the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power, the protection, and the oracle message to help them alchemize Hermit in the 8th, Sun on the inner, 6 of Cups on the outer, illuminating the truth in a union of hearts, UNITY. What do you got for them, beloved pantheons of the animal kingdom? This full to new December 2022 shark! It's Jabberjaw. I bet the majority of my followers here, my subscribers, know what Jabberjaw is, or whom I should say Jabberjaw was. The keyword purpose. What number is that? That is card number 36. All right, you shark. Well, you know, jet, shark. Why has someone not put a shark and a jet together? Because, you know, when you're a jet, you're a jet. What number was that? 36. Sorry. It was a very good year. Oop, I overshot. I went straight to peacock. Let's not do that. 38. Is it humid in here? What's going on? There's the cat. And there's the shark. This won't take long. Card number 36, shark. Purpose is the key word. You are perfectly formed to be who you were born to be. Well, that lets you a lot of people off the hook. There is great power in keeping your focus. Procrastination is just another kind of fear, so keep moving forward. You are protected in a difficult task. Now that this is happening in the element of water, the element of emotion doesn't shock me, right? But sharks, that's the thing. They have to keep swimming, or I believe they drowned or something like that. Talk about a 24/7, 365 gig. So let's look at the shark magic. You know I have the movie in my head. Dun, 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 dun. Sharks are magnificent creatures built for purpose. They are focused on their job as a predator and are exquisitely fine-tuned to do this. Every sense is supercharged. Every move is purposeful. Use shark magic when you want to find your purpose and your focus again. Perhaps you are procrastinating or simply think you cannot finish a project. So call in the energy of the shark to keep your eyes on the prize. And look, also, who wants to do shadow work, right? Like I said, Scorpios. Because they live there. Kidding. Sorta. No, I mean, it is something. It's like, yeah, all right, I'll forgive it eventually. But today is not that day, and that's okay. But if you're forgiving yourself for not forgiving, at least just shifted it a little bit. I think the mental stuff here, clearing this up, is gonna put you right back on purpose. Remember, Aries, your cardinal fire. You are the initiatory energy, first sign of the zodiac, right? Cardinal fire. Put it out there. But you want to make sure that you're seeing things clearly, no matter the outcome, before you bust a move. It is, after all, a shadow read. I'm with Chiron going direct on that Capricorn. Yeah, that could be tricky those last few days. Just saying. Well, let's see. That would be oh yeah, it'd be Dark Moon in Sagittarius right before the Capricorn new. Happy holidays. Okay, let's remove some obstacles, please. Whispers of Lord Ganesh. It's such a delight to work with Lord Ganesh in this way. I've known about Lord Ganesh for a very long time, but the elephant-headed Hindu god of success and prosperity, but the remover of obstacles, and we're really looking at those three atoms between lead and gold. Please take a nice, deep breath. Still point. I just want to snuggle up on his trunk as I call upon the beloved, compassionate, loving, strong, powerful, amazing remover of obstacles, Lord Ganesh. Please, one card in clarity for the Aries collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help them alchemize the shadow to light, the lead to gold, the pain to peace, removing those obstacles with Hermit in the 8th, Sun on the inner, 6 of Cups on the outer, illuminating the truth, union of hearts with purposeful shark totems and spirit animals around them, my beloved. What do you got for them this full to new December 2022? Energetic movement. I like this one. If you dance, this could be good, but I think you'll dig it. This is something that a hermit can do. I dance every morning. It doesn't have to be dance, by the way. I've read this one before, but there's Ganesh shaking his trunk. Shaking. He's got a great sense of humor. You know, most of the gods do. Did you know that? That's why they let me live. They're like, we're feeding you the jokes, kid. It's okay. We're not going to reduce you to a pile of ash unless absolutely necessary. That's how I lost all the weight, you know, the Phoenix diet. Just take less ash every time you rise. Please breathe in the energetic movement of Ganesh. Energetic movement, card number 5. Be focused on your highest goals and intentions in your day-to-day activities to create real transformation. Ganesha dancing represents a very focused kind of motion and activity, just like a shark. Right? That purpose, that focus, stay on focus, is healing, is illuminating the truth, the focus, or would you rather just... Because it's a choice, right? You get to, only you can choose that. You have access, so you are in a phase of development and change. Ganesha is showing you that you have the option and breathing space to move forward with your plans and activities once again. You have access to a high level of energy and movement that propels you forward to achieve your goals. This energy's vibration is such that you may find that your goals are attained at a much faster rate. And who loves that more than an Aries? Well, maybe a Gemini. You can expect to be very busy. Trust that you will have the enthusiasm and drive for this time of action ahead. In this movement, Ganesha is expressing emotion in a physical way, uniting the body with spirit. The energy of this card causes a feeling of sureness about your goal to arise in you, and you'll soon see that all distractions have been removed and you can devote yourself to the task with complete concentration, determination, and will. Are you feeling that shark vibe? Right? It's not predatory, but it's on purpose. It's on task. This experience can be very productive, allowing you to accomplish a lot in a short amount of time. Ganesha is advising you that a project you are working on may come to a close quite quickly. There is something new and more exhilarating and inspiring coming your way very soon. There really is no stopping you right now, as you are just bursting with energy and ideas and cannot wait to achieve one task in order to start another. To capitalize on this energy, it is important to ensure that your activities are centered on your broader goals and that you are investing in the right things at the right time. Also make sure that before you move on to the next task, your previous task is truly complete. And that could be what's going on this table with that 6 of Cups, right? Make sure you clean this stuff up to the best of your ability. You don't have to cross every T and dot in every I. It's holographic. It doesn't work like that from what I've been shown and what I've experienced. But this is an action-oriented time for you. Begin to engage in the best opportunities available, and you have this opportunity in Hermit time. You may not be a lifelong hermit, maybe you are, but this internal focus of that light within you, really, it's doing a lot of the heavy lifting for you, but you have to stay on purpose, and a union of hearts speaks of a love. Right, so whether this is brother, sister, symbolically, literally, right, lover, parent, whatever, alive, no longer, well, I should say, in the body, no longer in the body, whatever this is, there are some veils here that need to be lifted, and of course, energetic movement will help with that. That's why I dance every morning, at least 3 songs or 15 minutes, depending which comes first, on a Spotify playlist, you know, like 80s stuff, or what did I do today? Oh, I did The Art of Noise today. It was great. It was really fun. Yeah. Yeah. Moments of love. Beautiful. So, one more card down, and I gotta say, your plan for alchemy here, it does not seem overly complex. It is simple. It's just not easy. And remember, if it was easy, this world would have been in nirvana thousands of years ago, but you know, Kurt Cobain had been married to silly. Last card down, the gold within the lead. The Hidden Blessing from the Blessed Bee deck by Lucy Cavendish. We do these for serious. I try and keep the shadow reads light because you never know what this last one is going to be. But we do the blessing for real. Read it right from the book, and at the end of the blessing is the end of the reading. But then there's always that last 2 minutes or so where I release the collective and the cross watchers by letting the goofy off the chain unless it really feels like a bad thing to do. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons, a delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the gold within the lead? The hidden blessing. The light at the end of the tunnel. The clue, the tip, the hint. To get them through, to help them alchemize this Hermit in the 8th, Sun on the inner, 6 of Cups on the outer, illuminating the truth, unity of hearts, purposeful shark, with the removing obstacles with energetic movement, which is a total paradox for a hermit, but that doesn't mean they're not moving, that they're not moving things along and creating as they go. What do you got for them, beloved pantheons of all pantheons, this full to noon December 2022? Blessing for peace of mind. Blessing for peace of mind. Ah, pillar of the peace of eye, pillar of the peace of mind. That is the goal of A Course in Miracles. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace, P-E-A-C-E, of God. Love it. Card number 32. Good. I'm glad we're doing this on a peaceful thing. Like I said, we do these for real, so you might want to ground yourself, because I actually asked the pantheons of pantheons to send the vibe through me. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Speak it through me. Card number 32, a blessing for peace of mind. A blessing to help soothe the mind at storm with itself and bring about calm and peace once again. When you awaken and trouble is sitting there with you, right on your shoulder, speaking to you of all you must fret and be fearful of, let this blessing come to you and be felt truly in your mind, where the turbulence has reigned for too long now. Let the quiet of the natural day steal in. Let the soft call of your spirit whisper to you that you have worried too long, and that it is time to set down your burden, and let the angels and spirit beings deal with what cannot be unraveled by the labyrinth of thought. You can't heal the mind with the mind. It takes the soul and the spirit to heal the mind. Where am I? Not that therapy doesn't help. Yeah. But the soul has to engage, because that's where the love is. Let it go and let it be, for it is not for you to do what others will not, cannot, or remain ignorant of. It is for you now to care for you. Very Aries reading. That quiet blessing, softly take up residence in your mind and speak calming words to you, soothing every objection your mind at war with the world creates. Let the nurturing of the mother, the planet herself who loves you so and cares so much for you, take hold and take root within your mind. Let yourself do only what must be done this day, and be very kind and very gentle all this time with yourself. With the Hermit, this is very wonderful. It's very clear. Speak softly. Remove yourself from anything that provokes the disquiet unnecessarily, Hermit, and calm yourself through the taking of moments to soothe yourself. Let your mind release one by one those terrible thoughts that have tortured you. Let your body relax and move, energetic movement. And in the movement, free yourself from the stress and tension. Let the idea of being at war with the world, isolated and alone, oh my god, it's an Aries read with the Hermit archetype. And for a time, seek out only those who show kindness and sensitivity to you. Be patient with yourself, and in this patience, let the blessing of deep peace be yours. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Blessed be, so let it be. So it is. Can you imagine that being more in the world? Can you imagine that? You do your piece of that. You're shifting it for everybody on the planet. What an intensely beautiful Aries read. Wow, that part with the warrior and the hermit in that was pretty cool. So if you liked it, hit the thumbs up. Don't you think more Aries and crosswatchers need to know this? Maybe they do. Hit the thumbs up and do that. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I'm doing these ahead of time because I have to call and see if I'm on jury duty day after tomorrow at the time of this recording. So trying to stick to my Virgo checklist. So yeah, support the channel, hit like, subscribe, notification bell, and all of that. And if you want the deeper dive, a lot more fun over there. Come Patreon or Patreon. I'm serving there every day. Yes, morning live streams. But if you go look at the different levels of descriptions, you get stuff that otherwise you'd have to do Vimeo on demand, like the workshops and the classes and the meditation series and the Path of True Love stuff I got on there. So yeah, come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, that I give you permission to call Mal. And if you want to book me for a private reading, it is easy enough to do. There is a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal, a YouTube video. What a coincidence that there's a YouTube video called Booking a Reading with Mal. I made it a year ago or so. Explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal, but we're afraid to ask. Remember, clients come first. I will juggle. Maybe not jury duty. I'll do the best I can, but always clients come first, and it is my pleasure to read for you. Do the shadow work, my beautiful, beloved Aries and cross watchers out there. Make this world a better place because you can. Just remember to illuminate the truth. Be willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome, and by all means, reach out if you need help. I'm here. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.